Sports app, as Brandon Marshall would say. Uh-oh. Talking to Cleveland Browns now. Wild one in Cincy. Cleveland getting the ball back down 4, just over a minute left. Baker taking over, finds Donovan Peoples-Jones in the end zone, one of the best names in football. Just 11 seconds left to get the win. 5-touchdown day for Baker after a horrible start. Browns improved to 5-2. Although still third place in their division, they try to keep pace in that tough AFC North. Here is Baker on silencing the critics.
How about you bouncing back after that rough one in Pittsburgh and getting all that criticism that you received during the week?
What criticism are you talking about?
The national guys.
Oh, sorry, I don't know who they are.
Talking about you, Brandon. I know who they are.
Yes,
Brandon Marshall.
It's me, Baker.
Yeah. Yeah.
How about hey, it was a great win. So happy we won. Vick is back with us, but Brandon, you want to say something before Mike jumps in here? Go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, Baker, it's me, Baker Mayfeild. It's me, okay? Because we know you do this against the Bengals. The 3 years you've been in this league, you threw 64 touchdowns, 17 is against the Cincinnati Bengals. We want to see you do this last week against good teams. We want to see this against the Ravens. We want to see this against the Steelers.
Baker should have demanded they play someone different this week. Correct. It should have demanded they remove the Bengals from the schedule.
No, here's the thing. Hey, you played a good game. Great job. But here, the problem is, it's been 3 years. We want to know what we have. Are you good or are you not? We want to know, can you do it week in and week out? No, there's no playing games, Nick. This is the 3rd year. You don't have 4, 5, 6 years to prove yourself in the National Football League. You have 1, maybe 2 years. He can't go out there against the bad teams, play well, and then against the good teams, he looks like a bust. So that is my problem with Baker is, look, great job. Maybe this is the year you put it together, but I want to see it next week, and let's keep having those discussions. If so, then look, I'll give you all the praise in the world.
The message Brandon is trying to convey is very clear, and Brandon, I'm with you on that. And I'm glad you said it before I had a chance to say it, because look, it's a step in the right direction for Baker Mayfield. He silences critics. Anytime you go out and throw 5 touchdowns and only throw 5 incomplete passes, that's an amazing day. But you look at a team like the Cincinnati Bengals who's struggling. I expect that out of Baker. I expect them to win, and I didn't expect it to be a barn burner. But you got to keep that same energy. Keep that same energy against the Ravens, against the Pittsburgh Steelers of the world, and against the teams that are above 500 and a tougher competition. So, Brandon, you said it. Way to set the tone, bro. You set the tone for this conversation.
Okay.
Thank you.
Guess what?
Thank you.
Guess what, folks? If he does this against the Steelers and the Ravens, do you know what you call that quarterback? League MVP. The best player in the league. Okay.
Yes.
And nobody is saying Baker is that. Okay? Guys, the Cleveland Browns, since Baker Mayfield stepped on the field, are 18-19 in his career. Little context. They were 45-1 in the previous 50 games. So it's not like he's
praising a loser.
Brandon, wait a second. Wait a second.
Still the Bengals.
Brandon, wait a second.
Cincinnati.
This is an outrageous moving target. Baker Mayfield yesterday started the game 0 for 5 with a pick, as badly as you can play in the first quarter. How did he respond? 22 of 23, 300 yards, and 3 fourth-quarter go-ahead touchdown passes, including the game winner. And because that doesn't fit the narrative, the answer is do it against someone else. Well, unfortunately for Baker, this is who the league put on their schedule this week. And this is who you knew they were. Wait a second. This is who you knew they were playing 6 days ago when you said go to Case Keenum. It wasn't, well, he's going to play great against the Bengals, so wait for that. So you can't then act like the game didn't happen. The complete list of teams in the entire league with more wins than the Browns. This is going to take me a minute. The Steelers, the Chiefs, and that's the list. So I don't know if that's not impressive, then nothing would have been impressive. That's the answer. The answer is nothing he could have done yesterday would have impressed you.
Okay, but here's my thing though, Nick. He's done that for 3 years against the Bengals. So this is nothing new. He does this against the Bengals. Why hasn't he done it against the good teams yet? So how long are you willing to wait on Baker Mayfield to beat the Kansas City Chiefs, to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers? That's the only thing. And then another thing that's pretty interesting is how you're standing on the table and defending Baker Mayfield. You're talking about this moving target, but you won't do that for Tom Brady. This is idiotic to me.
Brandon, this is the one thing that can happen for a quarterback in throwing 5 touchdown passes. Like, you learn a lot about yourself in a game like that. And, you know, when you step on the field versus any opponent, I don't care if they have no wins or if they're undefeated, you have to find something special. You have to find a way to bring out the best in yourself. And when you got that front four coming at you, and to Baker Mayfield's credit, you still got to stand in the pocket. You still got to stand in the face of blitzes and stunts, and you got to get it done. So to his credit, he did what he needed to do yesterday. Let that be a confidence builder, Baker Mayfield, moving forward, so that you can beat the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens of the world.
Guys, I'm not going to let fact errors lie. Do it against a good team. Going into the Colts game, they had the #1 defense in the league, and Brandon, you were talking about the Colts as a dark horse. Then the Browns whooped them, so now it doesn't
play anybody, Nick. The Colts didn't play anybody. They played the Jaguars. They played bum teams that didn't have anything on offense. That's the reality. But you're arguing a straw. Okay. Well, then let's go back and revisit what we were saying about the Colts going into that game. Say beat the Steelers. They beat the Steelers last year. But that one doesn't count either. So if you want to revisit, if you want to revisit what we said going into the Colts game, this is what I said. Their linebackers are banged up. You have one guy dealing with a growing issue. You have another guy coming off of thumb surgery. They are banged up. If this is the week for them to get it done, it would be this week. That's what I said going into the Colts game. I also highlighted the schedule, the strength of schedule coming into that game. So I never believed that the Colts was this elite defense. I thought they were playing lights out.
This idea that the Browns, because they haven't beaten the Steelers or the Ravens, should get no credit for anything is insane.
I got my eye on Baker Mayfield next week.
Just say, let's be consistent.
I got my eye on
Let's be more consistent. Tom Brady, guys, he played like a man on a mission last night. His game with his favorite target. Brady and Gronk are back, and baby Gronk, too. I'm consistent on that.
Oh, another heated discussion coming up. Another one.